What's going on, y'all? J Rides Motor here, and today I'm bringing you kind of a fun video. It's going to be 7 things I hate about motorcycles. 7 mods that I absolutely despise, and if I saw a bike on Marketplace that was the right price, right, the right brand, the right engine, if it had one of these mods, I would just scroll past it, because these mods I absolutely hate. And some of you are going to disagree, but I'm going to give you exact reasons why, research connected, why these modifications may not be the best, and why they kind of can suck sometimes. So with that being said, let's just jump right into it. Okay, so number 1 is going to be aftermarket levers. Now, with this, there's actual safety concerns with this. Like, imagine you're going on the highway, right? And I'm not saying this is every aftermarket brand company, but you're going on the highway going 60, 70, and it fails under pressure. Because, like, in a high-stress situation, when you're cornering, emergency braking, if you have, like, a cheaper brand, which my buddy did, and because of that, it sticks between first and second. It gets stuck in neutral, which is so annoying. It's not my bike, thank God, but, you know, poorly designed levers can fail, which are going to lead to a loss of control. Imagine a lever snapping mid-ride. That is like a genuine danger. I'm talking to you, Liv. No, but on the real though, like, some aftermarket levers just lack that proper range of adjustment, and it makes it less effective and comfortable for people who either have larger or smaller hands. And this is if you were to buy it off on Marketplace, right? Because are we really going to go to the dealer? I mean, with my Ninja clutch, the good thing about it being stock, I never modified it, is you can do it with one finger. You can one finger the clutch if you want to clutch up a wheelie, or if you're just feeling fast and you want to one finger it, you can. But if you're getting, you know, lazy, sluggish, you can literally full hand it and you'll be good. I mean, let's be honest, from the factory, do you want something that the engineers designed that they knew was going to work? Because I think the main reason why people would adjust it is because of maybe shorty livers. They want to one finger it, but let's be honest, guys. If you're skilled enough, you can either one finger it or full finger it, so it's not that big of a deal. But if you have to, please, for the love of God, buy from like ASV, Pazzo, CRG, or some reputable brand, because you want high quality materials and proper engineering for when you're going allegedly triple the speed limit. Okay, number 2 is going to be Puig tinted windscreens. Now, this will be a quick one because, I mean, what is there to talk about? But a tinted windscreen on a motorcycle, I cannot stand. Because here's the thing, most riders are not going to be riding around with a helmet like my helmet, the Sedici Strata 3, that has a drop-down sunglass visor built into the helmet. Most of them are either going to go clear or they're just going to go tinted visor. But a lot of guys like going tinted visor, right? Imagine you're going out with the boys, it's a Saturday night, you're motorcycling, and you're taken all the way out 90 miles away from your house, your riding location, right? Now you got to get back. Not only is it dark, you got to take the highway because you got to get back home for work or whatever. You have a tinted visor and a tinted windscreen. Are you really going to trust yourself to be able to look through that? You're probably going to have to lean over the bike or just go really slow, and that's not fun. So I get why people would buy these tinted windscreens, and there's nothing against Puig, it's just any tinted windscreen. I think they just suck, and it doesn't make sense, because most of you guys are going to be riding to a point where you ride in the afternoon. Okay, great, it's night, especially in the summer, you know, when you're riding forever and the sun starts to set. I think it's just silly. You know, you can't see squat on top of tinted visors, like I said. It sucks. Just don't buy one. Okay, number 3 is going to be Underglow Kits. Now, here's the thing. This is kind of the weakest points, because I think it just looks stupid. This is more of a personal thing. I don't like the look, and obviously, yes, Umar has one, but I might hate it, but it's not my bike, you know? But the overwhelming light, like if you're going to blast a really bright light, it might take away from your turn signal's ability to stand out, which is, you know, crucial. They already can't see you on the road. You want to be able to stand out. And when you have an Afterglow kit, even if it's orange or red or yellow or anything similar to a turn signal, that could confuse drivers behind you. And if it's too bright, you're going to confuse other riders around you, and that could distract them from the road, especially if they're a new rider. And also, in Maryland, apparently it's not legal. I mean, but then again, a lot of things on our bikes are not legal around here. You know, maybe it's the fact that we always see clapped out GSXRs with Underglow kits, but I mean, we all know GSXR's reputation. Okay, number 4 is going to be lowering springs. Now, I get it. why people install these, but I'm a shorter guy, so I'm 5'6", and I try to fit on Umar's CBR 600RR. Now I could like barely tiptoe that bike, but when you lower the springs of a bike, that completely changes everything. That can reduce the lean angle, which that's gonna bleed into your foot pegs, your exhaust, and if you have frame sliders, which a lot of people do, it's gonna have a higher chance of potentially scraping in corners. Now, I did horribly in geometry in high school. Guys, I hate math. But this is the one scenario where I'm going to talk about geometry, and it's actually useful to me. So you may have heard on TikTok when people talk about lowering their bikes, it changes the geometry of the bike, right? And when you're going 160 plus miles an hour, do you really want to question your suspension? Do you want it to fail on you or behave differently when you're splitting at those speeds? Nah, man, I want my bike to be operating at 100%, dude. Like, changing the suspension, lowering, or typically it's lowering, right? Is probably one of the just worst bang for buck returns you can do on your motorcycle. There's just such a laundry list of things that could go wrong, you know, from stability, traction, bottoming out, braking, dude, performance, that just are all going to get affected and twisted if you just mess with the suspension. I'd say just go for a different height bike. And I know, I just said it, I'm 5'6", guys. I know what the struggle is. I'm a short guy too, okay? Okay, number 5 is going to be extended swing arms. Now, this kind of bleeds from number 4 because a lot of the things that number 4 does, number 5 has the same effects. So this one even shouldn't get too much hate because a lot of people don't like the way they look. Now, hold up. Before you start stoning me in the comments, I'm not talking about your Saturday morning track GSXR drag strip bike. I'm talking about swing arms on the streets. And you probably have seen this in comment sections. The longer wheelbase is going to equal poor agility. I mean, these swing arms are going to increase the distance between the front and the rear wheels, and that's going to bleed into making the bike less agile, drastically reducing your ability to take tight corners or even handle those fun twisty roads during the summer with the boys. Now, like we said, your bike's geometry is going to change, like I said, from number 4, just making it so much harder to lean. And guys, I've never had this experience. It's just, you can ask anyone with a swing arm, look up the YouTube videos, and you know, your foot pegs, your exhaust, what if they start scraping? This could also experience, you know, reduced front end grip and just give you like less confidence when you're going in the turns, especially when it's cold out. I don't have confidence. You're going to have way less confidence when you have that swing arm. And there's really only one time you could use it, and that's like the drag strip, just for going in a straight line, right? Or if you just like going on the highway, I guess. But I think the worst part about swing arms are just like the polarizing looks. It looks so bad. Like a bike is not supposed to look like that. And it's the stretch out appearance just ruins it, man, in my opinion. And if you're trying to appeal to like the general community, dude, swing arms, save them for the track, okay? Okay, number 6 is going to be crash bars, right? Now, I'm going to give full credit to Cycle Cruiser on this. He made a whole video about like why they don't make sense unless you have a very specific style of riding. So unless you're 100% going to be like doing parking lot wheelies, slow speed maneuvers, you know, maybe burnouts or just like 15 mile an hour stunts on the bike, it does make sense because you probably will drop it a lot. But I've literally seen a video of a guy on the highway who has crash bars, and he actually ended up doing a wheelie. The bike ended up looping, and the bike, oh my gosh, man, it like barrel rolled 6 times, and the crash bars kind of didn't really do anything. You could tell the fairings were cooked, obviously. The engine block, it was kind of cooked, man. So the crash bars didn't really do much. I mean, they're very specific oriented for a very specific type of rider, which probably 80% of the people you see with crash bars don't actually need them, and they're just a waste of money. They're gonna make your bike heavier. They're probably gonna affect the geometry, like we say. They're just bulky, and your bang for your buck is not there, man. Okay, so number 7 is gonna be Aftermarket Mirrors. Now, they, in my opinion, are so dumb. Not to get all grandpa on you guys, but like the manufacturer designed the mirrors to be as effective as possible from the stock motorcycle, and you know, they test ride it, they look at it, they give the engineers feedback, and it's meant to have the best visibility, right? I know I sound like a grandpa, But on my Ninja 400, I got it with aftermarket mirrors. Luckily, I got the stock mirrors from the owner. But I think I'll speak personally on that bike because obviously that's mine. Every single aftermarket mirror for the Ninja 400 sucks. They're just like, the stock mirrors are goated. The aftermarket ones just dog water, dude. Do they look good? Yes. I mean, obviously it looks more sleeker, looks way more nice, but you know, at what cost? You don't want to buy some cheap Chinese aftermarket ones. They're gonna vibrate like crazy on the road. I get it. I lane filter, I lane split. Allegedly, I do that, right? But if you're trying to do that, just fold up your mirrors at that point. Because even if you do decide to get like bar end mirrors, it actually is funny because it's self-defeating. It'll do the opposite of what you're trying to accomplish. It'll make your handlebar length wider when you're trying to filter and split. Same with block off mirrors. At that point, man, you should just fold up your mirrors. I mean, they fold for a reason, right? Okay, moving on to honorable mentions. You guys probably didn't expect this one. Number 1, excessive stickers. Okay, I think most of us can agree they look dumb. They look silly. They look immature. Unless you have like 1 or 2 or 3 that's very tactically placed. It just looks silly because when you go to sell the bike on Marketplace or back to the dealer, you know how these stickers be sticking, right? And obviously, who knows if the next guy who buys your clapped out CBR is gonna like the Punisher skull on the side. I just think they're dumb. Unless you have like a brand deal, you know, and you're filming it for a YouTube video, or it's just like a 1 or 2 very well placed sticker. I think they're just kind of silly to have, and it just starts to get excessive, man. Okay, last honorable mention, ZX-10R. For this model year, the screen sucked. I kind of just hate how small the screen is, that's all. I just wanted to complain about it because, come on guys. My Ninja 400 has even a bigger display screen than that, okay? All jokes aside though, I know this video may ruffle some feathers, but remember, this is just Jay's opinion. So yeah, if you leave a comment on how horrible my opinions are, if you disagree with me. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, just thank you so much for watching. And I hope this actually gives you some good advice on, like, if you're wondering, should I get this mod? Should I not get this mod? You might want to take my advice, you know? But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, sub, leave a comment if you want. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Keep on riding. We'll see you guys in the next video.